Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamiru Nimsa. Let's have a look at the headlines. CB Governor advocates SOE listing to boost public ownership. Sri Lanka records over 722,000 tourist arrivals in Q1 of 2025. News in detail. Central Bank Governor Dr. Nandalal Veerasinha said that the state-owned enterprises should be enlisted in the capital markets to ensure that they are truly owned by the public. Dr. Nandalal Veerasinha said this speaking at the Invest Sri Lanka forum held in Colombo recently.
Keeping the state ownership is one thing, but having public ownership means offering public the opportunity to diversify into public ownership from the state ownership. I think when you look at Sri Lankan state ownership, Sri Lankan state owns a large, huge stock of the assets. Over several decades of taxpayer money being funded and develop this thing, I think this opportunity. Even this good for the market developments, capital market developments. You need big state-owned enterprises be listed in the capital market that will provide more opportunities, that will bring in governance and all the important governance measures into state-owned enterprise businesses. This is my personal. I'm sure government also indicated their willingness to basically provide that opportunities for public ownership compared to state ownership, while keeping certain amount of state ownership, but offering that part to public is the right move in my view. I think that's where you will have opportunities. And corporations, both public and private, will have opportunities to raise capital. Medium to long-term capital is something necessary for long-term investment. With the stability is now in place, with predictability is in place, but capital is where that's capital formation which is very important.
Speaking further at the event, Dr. Veerasinha said that the capital markets is essential to ensure diverse investment opportunities for the citizens of the country. The central bank governor also said that the lack of diverse opportunities and financial literacy leads to people falling prey to various scams and deceptions.
Important element, important feature that we need to try going forward for people to invest their savings into diverse investment opportunities. Because instead of, here in Sri Lanka, if you look at the public sector, they have a social safety in terms of kind of government pension. As large public sector, they don't have this kind of safety net. The only way that these people, for their senior citizens or ages, is to whatever savings they have, they would usually come in the bank and deposit and trying to live out of the interest income. That is not sustainable. That's where capital market developments, offering more opportunities for regulated capital products is important. I think there's a lot of opportunities also. And this is where, because there's a lack of investment opportunities in different diverse instruments, people get into scams, people get into pyramid schemes, people get into unauthorized deposit-taking businesses, and people lose their money because under normal, this kind of multiple cycles, obviously market interest rates can't be very high, can never be double digit if we maintain inflation to 5%. So we have to have a situation where people get used to relatively low banking interest rates. Then what are the opportunities for these people to invest their savings and earn higher return for their living going forward?
Sri Lanka's tourism sector continues its strong rebound, recording 722,276 visitor arrivals in the first quarter of 2025. The month of March saw over 229,000 tourist arrivals, marking a 10% year-on-year increase, according to the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority. Daily average arrivals also increased from 6,748 in March 2024 to 7,397 in March 2025, but dropped from 8,579 from February 2025. While daily arrivals improved year-on-year, the month-on-month decline suggests seasonal shifts and potential challenges in maintaining momentum beyond the peak winter season. To sustain growth beyond the winter peak, the Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau has launched a new campaign, Sri Lanka, a story for every season. This festival summer influence initiative aims to attract over 2.2 million travelers worldwide and generate 32 million rupees in media exposure, positioning Sri Lanka as a year-round destination. In 2024, Sri Lanka welcomed 2.05 million visitors, generating $3.2 billion in revenue, reflecting a 52.38% year-on-year increase. Stay tuned. We will return after this short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. The Colombo Stock Exchange kicked off April on a positive note, offering a much-needed boost to investor sentiment after 2 consecutive months of declines. The all-share price index gained by 0.76%, while the S&P SL20 index rose by 0.6%. This recovery comes after a challenging February and March, during which the ASPI recorded a 4% loss each month. Despite mixed investor sentiment in the banking sector, counters such as Melsta Group, Haley's, Hatton National Bank, NDB Bank, and LOLC Holdings were among the top positive contributors to the ASPI. In contrast, Sampath Bank, Commercial Bank, Selinco Insurance, Carson Cumberbatch, and RZD Hospitals were the leading negative contributors. While April's opening day performance has provided a positive start, market analysts suggest investor sentiment remains cautious, especially amid concerns over foreign outflows and banking sector volatility. The Committee on Public Enterprise raised concerns regarding the operations of the National Gem and Jewellery Authority, citing financial mismanagement, regulatory lapses, and potential corruption within the institution. These issues were discussed during a committee meeting held in Parliament recently under the chairmanship of MP Dr. Nishantha Samaravira. The NGJA continues to operate from a rented facility despite spending 2 billion rupees on renovating its own premises. The authority rejected a proposed monthly rental compensation of 3 million rupees for damages caused to its original building. The renovation, initially estimated at 21 million rupees by the Central Engineering Consultancy Bureau, has been indefinitely stalled, raising concerns of the misallocation of public funds. The COP committee questions the NGJA's decision to grant gem mining approvals in a remote village without following proper procedures. The committee recommended that the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption conduct an internal investigation into the approvals process. The NGJA's Board of Directors approved the release of a bag of confiscated gems valued at 2.5 billion rupees for a minimum fine, despite the potential for much higher penalties. The committee noted that the NGJA has prioritized business activities over its core regulatory functions, undermining its original mandate. Discrepancies in tax calculations and imported and exported gems were also flagged as an area requiring further scrutiny. A new government initiative aimed at ensuring affordable access to nutritious meals was officially launched at the Palace restaurant of the National Food Promotion Board in Narayanpeta recently. This initiative is implemented in collaboration with the National Food Promotion Board, the Ministry of Health, and the Ministry of Agriculture. The initiative also integrates support from existing restaurant businesses and aligns with the Clean Sri Lanka program. Under this program, specially prepared balanced meals will be available for just 200 rupees, making nutritious food more accessible to the public. The government also plans to expand the initiative by introducing this meal package to both public and private restaurants in the near future. Beyond cooked meals, the initiative will provide a range of packaged local food products and nutritious snacks at affordable prices. Speaking at the launch event, Minister of Agriculture, Livestock, Lands and Irrigation, K.D. Lal Kant, emphasized the significance of ensuring high quality, healthy and sufficient meals for the public. He noted that integrating this project with the Clean Sri Lanka program would not only improve food security but also foster positive changes in the country's commercial food sector. Stay tuned for stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today. The all-share price index gained by 73.06 points to close at 16,007.44, and the S&P SL20 gained by 10.84 points to close at 4,762.62. The turnover was over 2.2 billion rupees and over 79 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.